Hello, my name is Andrew Kampolo, and I'm the Ictaz chairperson for professional development.
And I'm Daniel Chibesakunda, Ictaz chairperson for technical affairs.
Thank you. As you may be aware, Daniel, October is a cybersecurity awareness month. I would like you to maybe just give some advice to organizations on how they can secure themselves in this cybersecurity awareness month.
Thank you, Andrew. To start with, the theme for this month's Cyber Security Awareness Month is Secure Our World. So we need to look at how best we can secure the world and how best we can secure our companies. So the main focus maybe for this month that I would like to advise organizations is to look at three areas. One is the hack value. So the hack value is just basically how interesting an organization or individual is to cyber criminals. And normally, if you are of value, you are a target, and you will be hacked because you are of interest and you are of value to cyber criminals. Number two is to look at critical infrastructure. So critical infrastructure basically refers to infrastructure which, if it was to have an impact, it can cause harm to the economy or the nation at large. So organizations need to evaluate themselves and look at how critical they are to the nation. The last one is being cyber resilience. So if you look at what we've talked about in terms of hack value, in terms of critical infrastructure, you need to build the resilience so that even if you are under an attack or your services are unavailable, you still have that resistance to provide the service to the customers. So organizations need to redefine their cybersecurity strategies to be able to be resilient enough and withstand the cyber attacks that are targeted at them. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel, for that. And I'm just looking at your comment around criticality. And I know that a lot of organizations, pretty much all organizations are critical because there's a family or two that depends on that particular organization. Do you have any other tips on how they can enhance their security? Generally for all organizations, how can organizations enhance their security?
Yeah, thank you for that, Andrew. I think what is key is to realize that we've built one ecosystem because of the interconnections that we've made amongst ourselves. So you need to go deep and look at what security strategies we've put in place in terms of your EDRs. You can look at your NDRs, the endpoint protection you've put in place. Are you patching your devices? Because that's key as well. Have you implemented the defense in depth strategy where you have different protection at different layers? User awareness again is something which is key, and I know it's something that centers around your heart. So maybe you can share with the public in terms of what is it that they can do to protect themselves during this awareness week.
Thank you, Daniel, for that. Indeed, user awareness, as Daniel has highlighted, is something that is very critical because at the end of the day, even when an organization puts in place all the cybersecurity defenses and the user is going to click on a malicious file and download that particular file, the organization's defenses can be broken. So the human element is quite critical, and a lot of cybersecurity attacks and breaches are caused by the human element. So we need to ensure that we reinforce user awareness by trying to foster what we call the human firewall. So in the human firewall, we need to ensure that the users are aware of all the pitfalls, whether it comes from phishing attack where they are sent an email that is unsolicited with instructions to do something. Users need to be aware of that. Whether it comes to physical security controls, because we can't ignore physical security when it relates to cyber security, we need to ensure that those controls are in place. And at the end of the day, we need to test how effective the user awareness program is through assessing the users and simulating attacks and see how users will respond. That way it means we are enhancing our cybersecurity defenses. And in this Cybersecurity Awareness Month, from me and Daniel really is to encourage everyone and every organization and every person to participate by ensuring that we are vigilant and we are cyber aware so that we can secure our world together.
Cybersecurity begins with you.